Welcome to this week's video where I'm going to share with you 5 things that you can do to get your time back. Let's face it, we're busier than ever, and with cell phones in our hand most of the day, it's so easy to get distracted. Before you know it, it's dinner time and you haven't even had your lunch yet. Sound familiar? If you've been watching my free content I bring to you each Tuesday, then you already know how much I love focus, being intentional with my time, and doing less better. If you're brand new here, welcome. I am Jenn Martens and I help business owners like you learn, grow, and build your network marketing business so that you're not alone on your entrepreneurial journey. So let's get to it. I'm so glad that you're here today, and I'm excited to share with you 5 simple things that you can do to get control back over your time and be better equipped to focus on those income producing activities we discussed in last week's video. I'll drop the link below in case you missed it, or if you want to share it with a friend. The first thing, and the one that had the biggest impact that I felt from immediate results, was unsubscribing from all junk mails. These are the ones that you have in your inbox every morning that you typically click on and immediately delete. Maybe you're thinking, Jen, it's not a big deal. I stay on top of it. I delete them every morning. Well, did you know that if you take just 1 minute a day to delete these unnecessary emails, you are spending the equivalent of just over 6 hours a year deleting messages? You can gain back 6 hours of your life each year by spending that same minute today and clicking the unsubscribe button. That's 2.5 days in 10 years. I promise it doesn't hurt. And if you really need to buy soap, you don't need an email every 3 days to convince you to go to the mall to get it. If you can take the time to unsubscribe from all emails that you're already deleting, your day will actually start off on a much more productive note, because the emails that are in your inbox are actually the ones that you need to action. Okay, the second thing is similar to the first, and that is to remove unused apps from your phone. Why do I do this every few months? Well, for starters, it clears up memory on my phone, and more importantly, it keeps my screen clutter-free. When you go to your settings, you can see when you last used each app. I would challenge you to start by removing any apps that you haven't used for 6 months or longer. Worst case scenario, you just add it back again if you decide that you can't live without it. I also recommend dropping your less used apps into little neighborhoods. I don't know the actual term for this, but for example, I have a little neighborhood called I'm a Dreamer. In there, I have my apps for travel, the Realtor app for my dream home search, Auto Trader for my dream car. These are apps that I use at least once a month, but I don't actually need them cluttering up my phone screen. It's much less distracting. The third thing I did was in Facebook. I removed myself from all groups that were no longer serving me. If I didn't go to that group for over 6 months, I just removed myself. Maybe you used to be in a group from when you first joined your business, but now you've promoted to the next level and you know what you needed to know from that group. I spent about an hour just having a look at the groups, and I made a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 decision about whether or not I needed to be in it. You can always add yourself back if you miss it. This helps clear up the amount of stuff that you see when you log into Facebook. By being intentional about the groups that are important to you, you stay focused on your goals, rather than spending the time looking at a post from a group that no longer serves you. This also helps with mindless scrolling, which is about the furthest thing from an income-producing activity as I can think of. You're a business owner to make money. Scrolling online is a time waste and is likely a version of procrastination, not a business owner action. Okay, next, I suggest that you do the same on Instagram. If you follow someone and they bring up the green envy in you, stop following them. If you can't remember who the person is, stop following them. When I first joined Instagram, I thought that the number of followers you had was the be-all and end-all of success on the platform. I joined follow for follow groups and I didn't even like the accounts I followed. I just needed a follow back. Now I understand that quality over quantity is the key to success, really in all areas of life, including Instagram. I would rather have 10 followers who want to learn from me than 1,000 who don't bother interacting with me. This will cut way back on the amount of time that you spend on the platform, and it's actually keeping you from making money. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about time blocking. I actually created a full module in my Direct Success Academy course on time management and time blocking. So if you love to learn at your own pace and you would really want an in-depth look at how to build your network marketing business, I've dropped the link below for you to check it out. Okay, so back to time blocking. If you can control your calendar, you can control your time. And if you can control your time, then you have control of your life. If you have never heard this before, I hope that you're gonna have a huge aha moment here. Think about your dentist's office. They have their set hours of business and they fill the day to get as many clients as possible, right? There's no wasted time and breaks are scheduled in. Now it's your turn. Have a look at your work week and start to fill in time slots for you, what you will do. If you watch this video, then you know that you should be blocking 30 minutes to do your 6 action items a day, Monday to Friday, to grow a strong and profitable network marketing business. Have a look at your day and schedule that in. It could be 2 15-minute chunks or 30 minutes all at once. If you aren't sure how much time you need to do something, you can do a time audit of your day, but for now, just over-guesstimate. It's better to have a plan and a little extra time than run out of time and just feel frazzled. Over the last number of years, I have become a master at time blocking. Each morning, I allot myself 15 minutes to do emails. Remember, back to number 1, I have already unsubscribed from all unnecessary emails. So for me, 15 minutes is enough time for me to action my inbox. If you need an hour, no problem. You just need to block it in. Here's an important tip. When you log into your computer, only have your email open when you're looking at your emails. Don't also have a bunch of tabs open. That will be a distraction. And you're watching this video to learn how to get back your time. And time is money, right? You can block in 15 minutes to check your Facebook. When you do that, the only tab open is Facebook. By being super intentional with the time and activity, you get things done much more efficiently, and therefore it ends up taking less time. For example, on Mondays, I do laundry, so that's blocked in. I don't get distracted by the laundry during the week because I know exactly when I'm going to do it, and I know that I'm going to have the time because it's blocked in my calendar. Our daughter goes to youth group on Wednesday nights, so I have that time blocked. While she's there, I can schedule a couple of deliveries in that area while I wait for her to be done. That means I know in advance when I will deliver to my customers and therefore can set the expectation with them ahead of time. Be careful not to overschedule yourself. Schedule in frequent breaks so that you can feel successful at doing this. I like to set my microwave timer so that I am actually forced to get up from my desk and walk to the kitchen to grab my water and a snack or whatever. If time blocking is brand new to you, it's going to take a little time to get used to it. But I promise you, it will be well worth your time investment to get into the habit of doing this. So that's the 5 simple ways to get back control over where your time goes. Please drop a comment below on which of the 5 you plan to start with. This helps YouTube see that there is engagement on my channel and will boost my content so that others who need to hear this can find me. I really appreciate you for doing that. I hope that you found this training helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Be sure to click the bell to be reminded of my weekly Tuesday training video. Thank you for being with me this week, and I'll see you in next week's video where I'm going to share with you how to stand out from the others in your company so that people choose to buy from you and join your team. This is especially for those of you who post all the time, but you don't get any orders or recruits. I'll see you next week.